welcome to the show.
Hi, thanks for having us.
Yeah, thank you.
Absolutely. If you want to introduce yourselves and tell us what you do.
I'm Kim Owensby. I am one of the new co-owners of Fit4Mom Las Vegas. We are the nation's leading pre- and postnatal fitness program. And my business partner here.
Hi there, I'm Karen. Yes, I'm a co-owner with Kim. We just recently took over the franchise a few months ago. And we're both Fit4Mom Las Vegas instructors.
So what's Fit for Mom?
Like I was saying, it's the nation's leading pre- and postnatal fitness program. And yes, you get a workout with it, but we're very community focused. So we strive to make mom to mom connections, whether it's in the prenatal world or postpartum world, by doing things like mom's night out, having activities for the kiddos, always keeping the kiddos entertained.
So it's more of a family focused type gym?
You could call it a family focused gym because you could bring your kids to work out, but we offer so much more than just a workout. Initially, moms come for the workout and then realize there's so much more we offer, and that's community. And like Kim said, we have play groups, we host moms night outs, we do social events, and then we do pop-ups with our partners like you guys, and it's just so much more. But yeah, you get a great workout at the same time while bringing your kids, and we incorporate fun for baby things during class to keep the kids entertained throughout.
Yes, definitely. We keep the kids on the move. We keep them entertained. We have books and bubbles and all the tricks so that they reduce the fussiness for being in the stroller for an hour.
So I've been to multiple classes, and I think we have to definitely appreciate how much you guys do in a class to organize not only moms, but what kids aging from, I'd say, newborns to anywhere. How old is kind of the oldest kid, would you say?
We have a 6-year-old. His mom still comes every weekend and makes him sit in the stroller, even though we're like, you can sit on the floor. Like, he's 6.5 now, and she still is coming. And we start our clients as early as they find out they're pregnant.
Just from an outside perspective, anybody's just walking around kind of areas you can also describe, but in a lot of shopping malls and kind of regions, and it's really awesome to just see the community that you have built, and I like to say organized chaos in some aspects, because of the kids are from very different age groups. And I'm just kind of share with you guys what I've noticed from some of the classes. Like there's a newborn lying on the ground, like maybe like a 3-month-old, and then you have like a 2-year-old, like not sure about how to like operate within like a 3-month-old. And so they're like carefully, like, especially if they don't have like a sibling at home, I kind of like notice, like, it's like, all right, what am I supposed to do around this thing? Like I can't tell what this is, but I think you have coaches and parents and, everybody involved have been able to really manage it seamlessly. And I think that I just want to share that with you because it's really an awesome thing to see, because it is organized chaos to see, like, all right, I'm organizing this workout class. We're all doing like 15 reps of this, and then the kids like running over and like maybe like running on their head, and you have to like figure out how to do that. So I think what you do is amazing. I just want to make sure that everybody knows what that looks like on a regular basis.
Thank you. We strive while during the workout, we have safety reminders of always keeping those kids locked into those strollers. But yes, towards the end and right after, when the kids are allowed to get out, it does become this circus of toddlers, so to speak, or little kids. And it's magical because they all start growing together.
Yeah, the kids actually know when classes, it's like they all know when class is about to end, all in queue. They start getting a little antsy, but then they get excited, and yeah, it's fun.
How'd you two get started with Fit for Mom?
So I started as a client back in 2017, when my youngest was, I believe, 13 months old. I'd never even heard about Fit4Mom, and I wish I did. I, as a new mom, she's 7 now, I struggled. My husband and I made the decision for me to be a stay-at-home mom, and it was hard for me. I've been working since I was 15, so it was tough. Like, I had friends who had kids, but they're at different stages of their life. I have family, but it's different when you have a baby and you're with 24/7. And I felt isolated. And I actually resented my husband for a while, because I felt like my life changed drastically and his life didn't change at all. And that's how I felt. And I know, and I felt guilty feeling that way because I know a lot of parents would love to stay at home with their kids. So I was struggling. And when I went to a Fit for Mom class for the first time, it was just so refreshing to see all the other moms and just to they're so like-minded and going through some of the same things that I was going through, just to put routine back in my day. And yeah, it was, and I want to give back. And that's why I became instructor a year later, 2018. And I've been with Fit4Mom Las Vegas ever since. I have a 4-year-old who still attends classes with me and she loves it. But wasn't always like, she didn't always love it. It took her about a week or two to get into it. I brought her when she was only like a couple months old. And I actually had to wear her when I first brought her to class. I was instructing and she would not stay in that stroller, but they get used to it. And now she like begs me to take her to class. So
I have so many similarities to Karen, and this is where you start to see it in other moms too, the normalcy of, I guess, the inconsistencies, if that makes sense. So I started, I had recently moved here from the Midwest. I was in my late 30s. All my friends' kids were a little older. And I had a baby in the middle of summer, and my husband works nights. So talk about isolating. I understand that feeling that Karen was saying too. Like, I felt isolated, like the baby blues was a real deal. And I had met a friend who had gone to Fit for Mom, and then found out I became friends with another woman who was an instructor. And it got to the point when my baby was 3 months old, and she's like, if you don't get out to one of my classes, I'm going to pull up in your driveway and take you to one. And I was nervous. I was out of shape. I was sad. I was isolated. I don't have family help. So what do I do? She's like, you bring the baby. So I gave it a try, and I was instantly hooked because of the community. I had, like Karen said, it was refreshing. I saw other stay-at-home moms. I would never dreamed I'd be a stay-at-home mom. I worked and worked and worked and worked for myself. And again, same parallel as Karen. My husband still went to work every night. And like, your life doesn't change. Your social life doesn't change. Your body didn't change. Your hormones didn't change. And here I am by myself. And so just to find that community, and everybody just kind of welcomed you and circled around, like, what do you need? My daughter screamed for like the first 2 months we went, like every time. And everybody was like, don't worry, we got her. You go work out. You do this. Don't worry about her. And eventually now it's a bragging tool. She's really good friends with Karen's daughter. She calls her best friend every day. She's like, can I go see her today? And now it's a bragging tool. If you don't eat your breakfast, you can't go to stroller strides. And just to watch her grow up in this community and make her own friends is marvelous. But just like Karen too, a year later, I became an instructor. It was 2020. I committed during COVID, and then I was pregnant again. And this group really helped me, because we were able to get outside and be together, even if that looked a little different. So it really helped me through my struggles of my second pregnancy. The postpartum that came with that was a real deal, having a COVID baby. And obviously it filled my cup, and I could never imagine Fit for Mom not being a part of my life. So when it came time to, when the sale was going on, I was so thankful when Karen reached out to me, because we both are so passionate about it that we decided to go in on this partnership. And I think it's, obviously you have your transitional woes, but I think we're doing pretty darn good.
That's excellent. How many different locations do you have around the Valley?
Yeah, 6 locations currently. So we have, on the west side, we have Centennial Hills Park, Foley Village, downtown Summerlin, Mountain's Edge, Town Square, and the district at Green Valley Ranch. We do offer classes 7 days a week. And I also do a prenatal program at Summerlin Hospital on Monday evenings. I know Karen was rolling out some ideas for the Henderson side of town.
Yeah, for sure. We want to start opening up some prenatal classes in Henderson. It's nice that we could like divide and conquer, but we want to, we're looking at opening. We just, opened at Mountain's Edge a couple of weeks ago, Centennial Hills last month, and I'm looking at Cadence and Inspirata eventually too.
Excellent. You said 7 days a week. So do you have, do the instructors rotate? Do you have certain days where you're at certain locations, or how's that managed?
So we have a team of about 13 people now, I think 9 instructors and we just hired on a whole slew of people. We brought back 3 instructors who were pre-COVID, and then we hired 3 more. And yeah, we rotated through. We're at different locations, different days, but we do have classes 7 days a week. So there's options for everyone across the valley.
Can you tell us more about the prenatal program you have at Summerlin Hospital? How's that work? What does that entail?
So it's a circuit-based workout with meditation at the end. And what we do is I recruit mamas from these, or mamas to be, I should say, from these prenatal classes that they host. They host, the breastfeeding classes or this and that. We go in and we talk to them, and we're just amping it up again because in the last 6 months, we're finally able to get back into the hospitals post our COVID world that we were living in. So yeah, we talk to them, and they come in on Monday evenings. It's usually at 6 p.m. after work, and we get a good workout in. We do birth prep exercises. So a lot of, pelvic floor stretches, movements, things to make them more comfortable, stretching through those sciatic nerves. So we really hyper focus on that at the end after they got a little bit of a sweat and a little bit of a cardio on. And then we cool it down at the end with a meditation for about 5 to 8 minutes, just to really bring them grounded, bring that heart rate down since they're pumping so much blood through these workouts. However, all of our workouts, all of them, and all of our instructors are trained to work with prenatal clients. So you don't have to have a baby in a stroller. I tell, the prenatal clients to come to our stroller strides class, and there are modifications for pregnancy. Yeah, and a lot of these moms, they stick with us, and it's like the perfect transition into stroller strides. They kind of know what to expect, and they know that community is set up and ready to go for them. Like they have that baby, we're ready to set them up with a meal train. As soon as you're cleared, they're coming to classes, and they know that we're there. You need to go breastfeed, you go ahead. Or baby's fussy and crying right now, I'm going to take your stroller for a little walk so you can do something for yourself.
So what's the stroller strides?
So stroller strides is our one of our main classes that we teach, and that's how it started. Before it became Fit for Mom, it was actually stroller strides, and where the moms can work out with their babies, and then we offer other programs. But that's the most popular, I want to say, that moms start with, and then we have stroller bar, and then our other classes that we're going to be opening back up again as well. For example, like Run Club and Strides 360, we're looking to open that back up.
Are these different programs under the Fit for Mom umbrella, or is it separate programs?
Yeah, we have, it's all under the Fit for Mom umbrella. So stroller strides, like she was saying, is kind of our flagship workout. We're the creator of Fit for Mom, Lisa. She lives in San Diego. She was a personal trainer. And after she had kids, she became a stay-at-home mom and didn't know what to do. So she'd take her kids in the stroller to the park and create these, simplistic but effective workouts using just resistance tubes, yoga mats, and the environment. And so many people were drawn to that, not just from her community, but it went viral. And then across the nation, people were like, how do I tap into this genius idea? So now we've expanded on it. Like there's bar style classes, like Karen was saying, and like 360, it's a little more high impact. And then we offer pretty soon here what's called Body Well. They're a mom only workout. They're generally held in the evening, or we'll do them like at an elementary school in the morning that's local, and it's mom only, and it's a high intensity workout for an hour that's just focused on slimming down and toning and reaching those goals. Not that you can't reach those in your stroller strides classes, but this is a time for mom to focus on her goals and what she wants.
I love it. Yeah, I think with that portion of taking that time for me is huge, and it's really awesome that they get an opportunity to do that. And just being able to be outside with a group of people who are like-minded and are sharing similar struggles, like you mentioned. As far as things that you guys are looking forward to launching, anything else that you guys can share with us that you're excited about? And
we're excited to grow. We're excited to we feel it's almost a disservice to the mom community not knowing about these programs in these communities. So just the outreach, and I know Karen and I were talking about, just other activities and launches and whatnot. And I'll let her elaborate on some of that because she's been more in touch with some of our vendors and whatnot.
No, I mean, yeah, just trying to keep back, stay communicating with our partners. The district is offering fitness on the lawn. I saw on Sundays, and we're with Downtown Summer. We're actually a part of their fitness on the lawn. So I reached out to them last week. So we're just trying to like stay connected to our partners and, just work with them and, let them know that we want to continue with their partnership and what we can offer to them as well as, them working with them just to stay in the loop and just bring back a lot of stuff that got closed down, after COVID, the Run Club and Strides 360 and all the locations that Jessica used to have open. Jessica's the prior owner, and just expand the community. And I know Las Vegas, there's a lot of moms out there that need us, and I want to give back to that. And
yeah, it's very cool. And to anyone that's not experienced that community aspect of the gym, I don't think people understand how important that is. If you just go to a regular gym by yourself and you're just doing 3 sets of 10 and walking through all the machines, that no way compares to when you are excited to show up because your friends are going to be somewhere and everyone's participating in the same activity and working hard together. That's really awesome. And I'm really glad to hear too that the kids are getting involved in making friends out of it as well. That's an unexpected thing that I didn't realize.
Yeah, I mean, I would have to say like all of my mom friends are from Fit4Mom, and most of my daughter's friends, she's almost 4 now, are from Fit4Mom. But to elaborate on what you were saying, sure, a lot of these gyms offer daycare options, but you need to stop your workout to change a diaper. Instead, with us, you whip out your yoga mat, you change that diaper, you get right back into the workout. Like, there's all these things where we stay connected with the kids during the workout where you won't get that from just a gym.
I know we have a Fit4Mom, but you also do family events. So I know I've seen some dads out there helping out. Tell us a little bit more about what that looks like as well.
yeah, we do offer family days the last Saturday of every month where the whole family can come. That's when dads a lot of times come, and you could bring your sister, your mom, anyone in your family. And so we offer that each month. And we're going to be doing something in June for Father's Day too, some fun family stuff as well. But yeah, the last Saturday of every month we offer Family Day, so that's always popular, and a lot of our clients like to bring all their family members.
Yeah, and on top of that, like usually when there's like days off or whatever, like MLK Day or Memorial Day, where we'll do a community workout. So it's like bring the family, bring the neighbors, bring whoever you want. Like it's a free workout for them. And obviously, like our celebration of moms and any other events we hold are free community workouts where you can bring everybody. And it's funny because a lot of people in the community, or when they first come to our classes, they're like, oh, I saw stroller strides. I thought I was just going to be trotting around with my stroller, maybe getting a light workout. And they're like, whoa, that was a good workout. I felt like it was like group personal training. And even to hear that from some of the dads, they're like, you do this all the time to their wives. It's a good pat on the back for our instructors.
Yeah, for sure. You're getting a great workout. When I first signed up, I had a gym membership, and I signed up for a workout. Fitness has always been important to me, but I stayed for the community, and that's what most moms do. They initially go for the workout, for the fitness, and then they see there's so much more that we offer.
Give us an idea of some of the community events that you put on.
So for one, obviously we're doing the celebration of moms. We try to get involved with as many like expos as we can, or community outreach things that aren't necessarily put on by us. So if you're like looking at baby expos or women's expos, look out for our name. Obviously the prenatal programs at the hospital, and we're talking about doing a fall like grand reopening open house, and we try to do one in the spring as well, just to bring the community out. And then obviously doing things like lunch and learns, like Karen was bringing up earlier, being in touch with our partners, like where we come and Erica, like you teaching our group about our bodies a little bit. And then we all plan, we go to lunch after. It's a great time, and it's educational. We all learn something about ourselves, and then we go and we talk about it after. So we love to get within our community with our partners that way too.
I think that's just the power of the community of Fit for Mom. I think it's just a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful space. It's a safe space, and everyone gets to talk to each other in ways that you may not get to interact with people on a daily basis. So I think that's really awesome that you have a shared thing, that you're doing something difficult together, and just that's, I think that's something that just brings that really builds that community.
Thank you. I like to tell, like, a lot of the moms will receive emails prior to their first class that they're worried because they haven't worked out in a long time, or their baby's fussy. And it's like, or they feel out of shape, or they're going to be slow. And that's why we hyper focus on, this is for all body types. This is for every stage of motherhood. Someone coming in 6 weeks postpartum is not going to be in the same boat as someone who's been bringing their 6-year-old and coming continuously for 6 years. But even with that being said, we all have our different ailments and, ages, and we can all come together and say, okay, I don't have to compare myself to anybody here. We're all on our own journey, and we're all supported.
Strides 360, it complements Run Club. The moms can still bring their kiddos, and we usually have that offered in the evening, and we work more on agility and speed. And it's like stroller strides, but working more on skill based and just working on agility, and it complements Run Club. And a lot of moms who do the Run Club take that as well, and that's just another program we offer. But yeah, not to feel body ignite yet, but I want to get into that for sure.
I know, me too.
Okay, so we'll talk about that during the second half. So Strides 360, did you say mention Ignite or don't mention Ignite?
We can mention it. I know it's strength-based training. And it's really we haven't trained in it yet because it hasn't been around for a while, but it is a strength-based course that's more high intensity. It's really all it is. High intensity and strength training is the best way to describe it.
Gotcha. Okay. Is there anything else that you want to add in the second half as far as on your side?
I don't know. I think we explained most of.
Well, I just wanted to bring up that it's just rewarding to see how we have an impact on the kids as well in these classes. They see our moms working out and taking care of their bodies, and they really, I say this in all my warm-ups during class, they're watching what we're doing, and we're setting a great example for showing up to class. And I've seen it firsthand with my girls. I mean, it's funny, my 4-year-old right now, her thing is she'll go around with her Minnie Mouse umbrella stroller, and I'll catch her, and she'll have all her dolls and her stuffed animals lined up, and she'll be like teaching a class. And it cracks me up because my oldest 7-year-old used to do that. Or if they'll start like busting out in lunges when they hear a song, ants go marching, or getting into a plank, or start doing jumping jacks. So we're just setting a great example, and it's rewarding to see the impact we have on our kids as well.
Yeah. And in my case too, it's like my daughter does the same thing. We have these little sensory bands. My son's autistic, and he just loves coming out and just seeing everything going on. But with these sensory bands, and yeah, last week I took a video of her. I'm like, I heard her say, "Welcome to Fit4Mom." And I'm like, "You're 4. What are you talking about?" And she's got her stuffed animals lined up, and she's grabbing the resistance band, and she's like doing curls and squats. And I'm like, oh my gosh, this is incredible. And she wants to make playlists now for herself. So we have all her playlists with her songs, and we have to play them during her workouts.
What's on the playlist?
She's obsessed with Macklemore right now because she found out Macklemore's daughter, who just directed his last music video, her name's Sloan, which is her middle name. So she thinks they're best friends. So as Macklemore, Taylor Swift, Ed Sheeran, and then like JoJo Siwa. You have to throw in like the kid.
I don't even know who that last person is.
She's like little girls lover. She wears the big bows in her hair.
So tell us about the different classes that you offer.
We offer stroller strides. So stroller strides is a total body workout, a 60-minute workout where we focus on strength and cardio and also core while engaging your little ones during class. So you leave class feeling strong and empowered and connected. So no matter what stage of motherhood you're in.
In conjunction with stroller strides, we offer a variety of stroller bar, which is the same format as stroller strides, where you're getting your warm up, your cardio, And then we go through different sets of training also with entertaining the little ones, which we call Fun for Baby, where mom's getting a set in. We give them instructions on what they're doing, but they're doing it like whether it's to a kid's song or a book or something that we have going on. But the bar is just the same format as strides, but you're using more ballet, Pilates type movements. So you're working different muscle groups. So moms don't have to come to stroller strides 5 days a week. They can mix it up. They can go 2 days of strides, 2 days of bar, and be able to work those different muscle groups and get a variety.
Strides 360 is a program we offer. It increases your endurance and speed, and it complements another program that we offer, which is Run Club. So you could still bring your baby, but it's just a heart pumping workout, and it energizes you for the rest of the day. So it's a little different, but kind of the same format, but working on endurance and speed.
And then 2 classes that I train, which are kind of on opposite ends of the spectrum, is Fit4Baby, which is a prenatal only program that focuses on healthy movements while still getting an effective heart rate up and sweat, included with meditation at the end, just for prenatal clients. However, any of our clients are more than welcome to pop into those classes, and those are generally in the evening. And then we offer 8-week programs. They're called Body Well, formerly Body Back, but we're more focused on the wellness instead of the overall mom stressing to get that 6-pack, because that's not always going to happen your first year or two being postpartum, if ever. However, it's a more intense program. You don't bring your kids. It is mom focused on meeting her goals. The first, middle, and last classes, we do measurements to see where those goals are. You work one-on-one, not one-on-one, it's the group with the coach, and there's meal planning. There's extra things you have to do, some homework during that 8-week challenge. And it's just a really good, healthy program for mom to do something for herself. And those are offered 3 to 4 times a year in different areas in the Valley. Like I said, that program is only 8 weeks long. So you have a solid 2 months to meet those goals.
And what's something that surprised you after you're running Fit for Mom? Like, what are some unexpected joys of the program?
I'm not as tech savvy as I thought I was. I mean, honestly, when it comes down to running a business, we know the fitness side of it. We know these programs. We know our locations like the back of our hand. You start working systems and back-ended things, and I'm like, whoa, I thought I was, okay, I need to do some Google searches here, or get some hands-on training from other people. I don't know. That's been my biggest struggle, is like the tech side of running a business. Connecting with people, I'm fine with. That's why we had to go ahead and like hire on a social media girl, because I'm like, I don't even have TikTok.
Yeah, I don't have TikTok either. Same with me. I'm not as tech savvy. And yeah, we know like the fitness side of it, and now we're just learning all the back end things, the business side of it. We don't have a business degree, but it's been fun learning the business aspect of the franchise, and how to run a business. So,
and other surprises as far as how the kids have been interacting in the classes?
You know what? Honestly, I feel like there's this renewed vibe in the past few months. I know Karen and I are very passionate about this and moving this forward. So we've really been focused on our team, like making those fun for babies, really fun for baby, and doing more and more activities after class. We are lucky for a while there to get like 1 or 2 activities after our classes for the kids. But now we've had multiple classes every week where it's like either like one of the music groups we work with comes out and works with them, art groups, Tinker Garden, or even just us moms saying, there's this project I wanted to do with my kids, so I'm just going to bring it. We're going to do it after class with the kiddos. So I think we've really amped that up, and we've had a positive response to that.
Yeah, definitely. We amped up our play groups. We do have play group captains, but it's nice to see our instructors just take over and be like, I'm going to have this after my class and do this play group. And, we have like 2 or 3 a week now, where before we only had maybe once or twice a month. So it's been awesome.
Yeah, tell us about the play groups. That's it's not something I knew about.
So like today after my class, Music Together came out, and they do a half hour. It's like one of their classes that they have, but they do it for free for our kids, and they bring out all the little musical instruments for the little ones and let them play certain songs. They do certain dances, and they get to learn like the do re mi's and the basics of like music theory. That's a really great one. Tiny Impressions comes out a couple times a year, where they, like Mother's Day, Father's Day, they'll make the hand impressions of the kids, and like the kids get to paint them. I heard about like how to make at-home bird feeders, and so we do stuff like that, like anything that pertains to the time of year and our environment and what we can work with, craft wise.
Great. So both of you are moms, and I want to ask you, as a mom, what have you learned that you wish you knew sooner?
So much. I guess how to prioritize my time, because before becoming a mom, I could just do all the things. And now, especially owning a business and having a special needs child on top of having a toddler who's going to school, it's everything. So go, 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 go. You forget about like self-care and how to prioritize those hours to benefit everyone, not just them. So I would say that would be one thing I'm still continuing to learn, is to find time, because it's hard for us as moms. We do all the things all the time. So finding time to prioritize those hours in any kind of self-care would be, I'd say, my biggest lesson. I'm still learning.
Yeah, I have to agree with Kim. I mean, I think more so now, after taking over the business, we have to set time for ourselves and time blocks, because, before kids, I didn't have, like, I worked and then I can just stay up till, whenever, and then wake up whenever. Now it's like, they wake you up. There are alarm clocks. So it's like, you have to prioritize your time as a mom, and just set apart that time for yourself. And yeah, just doing that. I can't go to bed and only get 3 hours of sleep now. Even though I still do, I try to get that time, and I try to take naps. I'm still not good at it. Even when I was working graveyards at Sunrise Hospital, it's hard, but I'll at least lay down and try to meditate or something. Or even if it's like 10 minutes in my car by myself.
Yeah, that's awesome. So you ladies do it all, right? You get to prioritize your time. You're doing your self-care. You are business owners, your moms, your wives. Tell me something that maybe has surprised you, whether it's in your fitness journey or just maybe your everyday life, that maybe in this last couple of years, what has surprised you?
I'll go ahead and say that it just surprised me how much I can handle. I didn't think I could handle it. I mean, you're capable of doing all the things. I mean, of course you have to take those breaks, but I didn't think I could, do all this work and be a mom, and it's, I'm still young. I feel like I'm still young. I'm not really that young, but just doing all the things. It surprised me that I have the energy to do all that, and I probably won't in maybe 10 years, but just keeping up with my kids. And I think part of it is just being involved with Fit4Mom and staying healthy, and so I could stay healthy for the kids.
I have to agree with Karen on all that, but I've also realized through this time that it's not taboo, and it's okay to check in with your mental health, especially with your community, because my mental health really took a toll after 2 kids. I had, the usual anxieties and stuff after moving away from my family before kids, and I'd address that with a therapist and that, but I was never really open about talking about it. And I realized, especially when I really fell into postpartum with my son, there'd be days I come to teach and I'm like, okay, this morning hasn't been good, but I need my community. And they would step up. And I realized it's okay to be vulnerable, which surprised me, because I'm like, I'm holding this weight of the world on my shoulders, and I am still doing all the things because I have to, even if it's on autopilot. but it's okay to check in with your mental health and be open and vulnerable about it with your community, because the overwhelming response that comes in about so many people in the same boat as you, just like, that's what dug me out of like those postpartum days. It was, yeah, sure, the therapy helps, but just to have that community checking in on you, saying, I'm going to go watch your son. You just go like use the restroom and just sit there for 5 minutes by yourself, just so you can have a moment to breathe. Because I know, like, for Karen and myself, our husbands work pretty chaotic schedules and work a lot of nights. So it's a lot of solo parenting. So just to know that we can check in on one another and it's not taboo to talk about your mental health is what I think really surprised me. And even if you don't know that mom as well as your best friend, you can still have those open conversations.
And what's something that you've been working on, whether it's professionally, personally, physically, or mentally, that you're excited about?
This business. I mean, really, this is what Kim and I have been focused on the last few months. I mean, we just recently took over the end of January. And so that's been my main focus as far as professionally, and just trying to juggle all of it at the same time while still being a mom and learning to run the business. And but I do love that I have a sense of purpose and identity connected with motherhood, but separate from my own personal motherhood. So it's great just to focus on the business and have Kim as my partner, who there are things we're different at, but we're so much alike. We're both passionate about Fit4Mom, and it's nice that we can go through this together and learn it as we go along.
I agree with Karen 100%. And I think it works well too, because yes, we have our differences. Like I joke, I'm like, Karen's kind of like the yin to my yang now, not my husband. Cause it's like I said, there's growing pains, of course, but like, I find like she's like really good at some things, I'm good, and we're gravitating towards what works, and it's working so well. But like, to add on to that, it's like in my world, I have, while we're buying the business, my son's diagnosed with autism and we're starting him in 5 days a week therapy. My daughter's going to preschool, and it's like, how do we juggle life? And so I'm trying to create this, what I want to call like mama magic, so I can be the best parent, the best wife, but also best to myself, and still working on what that looks like the things I'm encompassing right now.
I love it. You got to get that mama magic. That's awesome.
And what would you like to leave the listeners with?
I'd say, if you have little ones, if you need community, that's what we're so focused on first and foremost, is having that support and that community for you, mama, because you can do all the things. It's good to check in with yourself. It's good to take care of yourself. And it's good to have people that have your back, and you don't have to worry about being in shape or worried about if you can keep up with the fitness aspect of that. That all can be trained. Like, that all can come. We have moms that come some days with their cup of coffee and they're still in pajama pants, and they're like, I just need to get out of the house and be around other people. And we're here to be your community, to be your tribe, and to just back you up, whatever you need.
Said it pretty much. She said it all. But yes, just the community of Fit4Mom. I didn't know I needed it until I actually showed up to class, and that's what we're about, is strength in motherhood. That's our mission. And you come for a workout, but it's so much more. And try us out. I mean, first class is always free for locals. I mean, if you need more than one class, if your baby's not feeling it that day, we can set you up for another class. Just give it a try and get out there. And we'd love to meet you guys.
Yeah, to add on to that, it's like, yeah, we're all moms. We're all in it together. So whatever's going on with you or your kiddos, we've all been there, or we will be there. So there's no judgments or embarrassments, or inclusion.
We really appreciate what you're doing for the community. We think it's awesome. It's very exciting. It's great that it takes care of the kids and the moms all at the same time. I think it's a great design.
Well, thanks for having us.
Yes, thank you for having us.
Absolutely. We'd like to thank you for listening to La Vida Las Vegas podcast. We hope you enjoyed the time with our guests as much as we did. It would help us out so much if you could share, subscribe, or review our podcast, or any combination of the three. Thanks again, and remember to take care of yourself.